Back Stadium brought to you by Switch Electric, powering Southeast Texas with excellent reliability.
And a good evening from Beaumont and Vincent Beck Stadium. It is Oil Barons Baseball. Hi, everybody. Harold with you on this Wednesday with your Beaumont Oil Barons playing host to the Yard Dogs from Bryan. Yard Dogs won last night's ball game here. Final of 10-1. Good ball game for the Yard Dogs as they come and take game one of this three-game series. Actually, it was 7-0 last night. About ready to get underway, setting the defense for Beaumont. In left field for Beaumont tonight will be Ray Velez. Center fielder, D.G. Santana. Out and right is Brendan Nolan. Around the infield, Crystal Fonseca is at third base, moves over from short. Eddie Molina moves from short to second base. From second to short, I apologize. Dorian Lewis at second. Ben Larson at first. Hector Torres catching. On the mound for the Oil Barons tonight, making his first home appearance. His second appearance overall is Kobe Henderson. Ready to go here, leading off the top half of the first inning. Gavin Shaddix for the Barons, for the Yard Dogs. We're going to shuffle through things here. Gavin last night scored a run after being hit by a pitch in the ninth inning. He also grounded out, lined out, and grounded a double play and pot down. He's looking for his first hit of the week. Henderson ready to come in, the right-hander. Steps back and delivers the first pitch outside for a ball. Kobe Henderson, again, making his second appearance for Beaumont. He threw last week in Meridian. He's out of Jacksonville, Florida. 1 ball, 1 strike. 325 down the line, 365 to the alley, 380 to center here at Vincent Beck Stadium. Here comes the 1-1. Ball's drilled down the left side. That is going to be just fair. Rounding first on his way to second is Shaddix. He is going to head into third with a stand-up triple. Left fielder Ray Velez was shaded more towards left center field. That ball down just inside the line, maybe even on the line. Rolled around the corner, and Gavin Shaddix hustling out of the batter's box with a stand-up triple. Tegan Riley, the center fielder, for his pitch swinging, fouls it back. No ball, 1 strike. Riley scored 2 runs last night, had a couple of hits, walked a couple times. Here's the 0-1 way outside. Nice save there by Torres. Two on now.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 6, Jake Wiley.
Excuse me, that's my head turn. That's going to be an RBI single. I apologize. I'm still filling up the lineup card. 1-0 here at the top of the first inning. Triple followed by the RBI single. Jake Wiley left-handed hitter, first baseman. Jake did not play last night. 1 ball, no strikes. Henderson comes in with a 1-0 pitch, lined back to the screen. He was an up and a ball and a strike. Back out here wrapping up this 3-game series tomorrow, 7:05. The weekend schedule against Meridian, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that they've been canceled. No games for the Oil Barons before they hit the road on Monday. Little fake break there. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Comes a 2-1 pitch, a changeup, fouls it back to the screen. He was a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Larson holding the runner, Tegan Riley, on at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes from Kobe Henderson to Jake Wiley. That's that hit his foot. Regardless, the runner's going to go to second on a wild pitch. Wiley kind of pointed down towards his back foot, maybe trying to buy the hit by pitch. Count runs full at 3-2. Henderson's 3-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be into the gap in left center field. Wiley rounding first on his way to second. He's not going to let up. He's motoring. He's heading to third. He'll get in there with a stand-up triple. Two triples in the inning. 2-0 Bryan. Last night, Bryan had
the shortstop, number 9, Tanner Pachor.
2 triples. They've got 2 here in the first inning. Matter of fact, the young man standing in the batter's box right now, Tanner Pachor, had both triples last night. First pitch swinging, drills it to center field. BG Santana backpedaling, still going back. That ball's going to one hop the wall, and Pachor will pull up with a double. Give him another RBI for Pachor. That is 4 hits in 2 nights. He had an RBI triple and scored in the first inning tonight. Triple and scored in the fifth inning last night, and also an RBI single. So last night, he was 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBI. Off with an RBI here tonight. It is 3-0. Or Hunter Barros, the first pitch for a called strike. Barros last night had a couple of RBI on sac flies. He also singled and scored. Swings and misses. It's 0-2. And that's what Kobe Henderson. Kobe needs to work in front of these hitters here. Just need to kind of wipe the slate screen and get to work. 3-0. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Looking for a big strikeout pitch here. First, he's going to throw to second. Looking over at second base, chases the runner. Pachor back to the bag. Nobody's covering. Here's the 0-2. That ball lifted in the air to left field. And caught out in the left by Ray Velez for the first out of the inning. Brody Cole.
Batting 60, right fielder number 2, Brody Cole.
Cole out in right field. On base 3 times last night with a walk and RBI single and fielder's choice. He also had a couple of groundouts. Watches the first pitch catch the outside corner for called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Misses outside. Jason Cadell coaching at the third base. Riley Bush at first. Coach in the dugout, John Byington. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a heavy swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
What are you doing?
Henderson's 1-2 to Cole. This is outside for a ball, goes 2-2. Two on the way, fouled back to the screen with the runner going. Kind of a swan dive into third base. For Pachorik, you got to get up and go back to the bag. That ball's inside. Got to get back to the backstop, going to third base on a wild pitch. Is Pachorik. Count goes 3-2. 1 out in the inning, 3 runs have crossed home plate. A triple, single, and a triple. Ball 4. Walked him. Cole draws a walk. Isaac Borges. Reached on an air and scored last night. Hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, picked up an RBI. Reached on a second air, flew out and walked. So he scored a run and had an RBI last night. Borges is the DH, the number 7 man in the batting order. Runners at the corners. 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Runner goes from first to second. There's a ground ball to second. Run will score. Fire on to first. The second out of the inning. Lewis over to Larson. Ground out 4-3. RBI, second out of the inning for Borges.
Batting 8, the left fielder number 1, Ryland Sawyers.
Making it 4-0 for Ryland Sawyers in the number 8 hole tonight. As he was last night. Couple of hits and an RBI last night. 2 for 4. 4-0 Bryan here in the top half of the first inning. 1 on, 2 out. The 1 pitch, a swing and miss, strike 2. It's 0-2. Low and away for a ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three to end the inning. Top of the first inning, 4 runs.
Inning, 4 runs, 4 hits, so no errors.
On 4 hits,
And
no
one
hit, one
on
left.
base.
We've played a half inning of baseball. From Beaumont, it is the Bryan Yard Dogs and Beaumont Oil Barons coming to bat. Head to the bottom half of the first inning. Oil Barons have to come back from behind after giving up 4 in the top half of the first. Chris Alfonseca, who's been playing shortstop, will get the start tonight at third base, leads it off. He singled to start the bottom of the first inning last night. He also had a base hit in the ninth. 1 for 4 with a sac bunt last night. One ball, one strike. Alfonseca, Brendan Nolan, and B.G. Santana for the Oil Barons. Three balls, one strike. Suitor will walk him. And the Oil Barons get the leadoff man on here at the bottom of the first inning for Brendan Nolan, the right fielder.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 7, Brendan Nolan.
0 for 2, a couple walks last night, batting in the 8 hole. First pitch outside for a ball. Not really sure the height, Eli Suitor. But he is a tall pitcher for Bryan. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner goes 2-0, throw down to second. Not in time. High throw sliding under the tag for the stolen base is Chris Fonseca. Fonseca is at second base with nobody out. Yard Dogs of Bryan scored 4 in the top half of the first. They lead 4-0. 1 on, nobody out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Curveball crosses for strike 2, 2-2. Suter takes a long time. Finally comes set. He checked his swing, tried to go around. Let's see. He did check it. Count runs full. 12's 2 strikes. Brendan Nolan able to hold that bat to back. Way outside, back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the first.
Batting third, the center fielder, 13, B.G. Santana.
There's B.G. Santana. Couple of hits last night. He had a double and a single. A couple of flyouts. 2 for 4 last night. Won 7-0 by the Yard Dogs. Will Burns with 2 on and nobody out. First pitch outside. Ball 1. 1 ball. No strikes. Inside for a ball. Eli Suter struggling to find the strike zone. Fouls it back to the screen. 2-1. Runners going. Throw down to third into left field. That'll score a run. Chris Fonseca scores on the air. He gets credit for a stolen base, but then scores when the ball was thrown past third baseman Barros. It is 4-1. Nobody out. There's a ball backhanded short. The play will be to third, and the throw's not made. Santana will get credited for a fielder's choice. Throw was right there. Barrels at third base. He dropped the ball.
Number 30, Ben Larson.
Ben Larson, first baseman. He had a double last night, 1 for 3. Also had a walk. Good looking pitch called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Checked his swing at 1-1. There goes your runner from first to second. Throw him down. They're going to tag him out. Swing and a miss for strike two. 2-6 on the caught stealing for the first out of the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ben Larson. Roller. That's a fair ball. We're going to throw to first base again. The ball rolled about 2 or 3 feet in front of home plate. There was a little confusion there on whether the ball was fair, and it was called a fair ball. It rolled in front of home plate. It was in fair territory. Runner at third base, Brendan Nolan, there's nothing he can do. He can't break home on it because the ball's 2 feet in front of home. Larson grounds out 2-3 for the second out of the inning. Ball rolls away from Thornhill, the catcher, not far enough for the runner to advance. One 0 pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. Two 0 pitch. Did you get him? No, I just spun away from it. It's 3-0. Molina, the shortstop, 3 balls, no strikes. And he walked him on 4 straight. Third walk in the inning for Eli Suter.
Batting 60, designated hitter number 22, Gabriel Rebozo.
Gabriel Rebozo comes in the DH. Jason Cadell will go visit the mound. A walk, a fielder's choice. Conference breaks up. Runners at the corners for the Oil Barons. It is a 4-1 game here at the bottom of the first inning. Open stance for Rebozo. Swings and misses for a strike. No balls, 1 strike on Gabriel. Change up crosses above the knees, called strike. The 0-2 on the way. Ball gets away. Go to first. Nope. Let's say no swing. No, that was a swing. That's strike 3 to end the inning. One run in the inning, 2 left aboard. 1 inning of baseball behind us here at Vincent Beck. It is Bryan 4, Beaumont 1. Top of the second inning for Bryan. 9-1-2 in the batting order, starting off with Drew Thornhill. The 7-0 last night, Thornhill was 0 for 5. Looking for his first hit of the series. Excuse me. Kobe Henderson back out for inning number 2. 0-1 pitch. He fouls it off his foot. Had a real foul third base side. No balls, 2 strikes. Here comes that 0-2. That's a ground ball to third. Backhanded off, and so goes the glove. He's going to throw on to first base. Recover. Nice dig by Ben Larson at first base. And hanging with it, Chris Fonseca had to bounce off his glove. He threw it and dug out at first by Ben Larson. Nice play there by the Oil Barons to start second inning. Kevin Shack started the game off with a triple in the left field corner. Matter of fact, the first 4 hitters all scored the Yard Dogs in the first inning. A triple, a single, a triple, and a double. No balls, 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. That misses for a ball. He was up to count 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 swung on. That's hit out to left field, and that's going to bounce in for a base hit. Alex 2 for 2.
Center fielder number 12, Keaton Riley.
Riley comes to the plate. RBI single in the top of the first inning. There goes your runner, no throw. He got a really good jump. Chad has got a really good jump. So, whereas not throwing. Runner in scoring position with 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes on Riley. Lifts it in the air towards center. D.J. Santana comes over and makes the catch for out number 2. Two down for Jake Wiley. He tripled, RBI triple.
Jake Wiley.
Henderson working with 2 down. Line out of play. Runner going. That's going to be a wild back to the backstop. That's actually that's going to be a stolen base because he was running on the pitch. Stolen base for the Yard Dogs. Have the chat box open if you want to chime in and pass along a comment throughout the game. They're more than welcome. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside for a ball, 2-1. Fouled first base side, 2-2. Runner at third base, 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Kobe Henderson trying to get out of this inning without getting unscathed after giving 4 in the first. Looking for the punch out right here with a 2-2 pitch. Just off the outside corner, ball 3-2. Henderson's 3-2 pitch on the way, just getting a piece of it, fouling it back to the backstop. Count stays at 3-2. There's ball 4. Second walk surrendered by Kobe Henderson. There's Tanner Pachorik. RBI doubled and scored in that 4-run first. Nice block there by Hector Torres, the catcher. One ball, no strikes. Sharks having a good week. Last night he had 3 hits, including triples. Couple runs scored. Double a run scored tonight. It just misses ball 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the second. There's a swing and a changeup. Misses. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground out, single, fly out, walk. He goes running from first to second. There's a ground ball. Knocked down nicely at second. Throwing from his knees in time for the putout. What a defensive play there by the Barons on the infield.
Keep up with the oil Barons.
Dorian Lewis, the great play on defense. He was moving towards second with the runner going. Lewis backtracking and gets the out. No runs on a hit and 2 left aboard. Head to the bottom half of the second inning. It remains 4-1 Bryan. Hector Torres leads it off for the Barons here in the bottom half of the second inning. 7, 8, 9 in the batting order. 2 balls, no strikes. Hector had a double last night. He was 2 for 3, 1 for 3 with that double and a walk. Has 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Misses inside for a ball, 3-0. It is a 4-1 game here in the bottom of the second inning. Eli Suter wants a different baseball, but sometimes I've never really understood. They don't like to feel the ball. They throw it into the home plate umpire. He puts it back into the ball sack on his hip. He'll throw it right back out there, following a foul ball. Three balls, 1 strike, 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's strike 2. Three-two pitch. Just got a piece of it. Stays at 3-2. Here comes a 3-2. Hit him. Actually, I think that hit the home plate up and did not hit Torres, so Torres gets a walk. Initially, it looked like it might have hit that front elbow, but I think it went right by the elbow and caught the home plate umpire. So that'll be a walk. 4th walk by Eli Suter.
Second baseman, number 24, Dorian Lewis.
This is Dorian Lewis, who had that great defensive play to end the top of the second inning. He steps into the batter's box with 1 on and nobody out. Lewis did not play last night. A couple of absences from the Oil Barons lineup. Third baseman Jermaine Brown. Right fielder Michael Perez not in the lineup tonight. I didn't see him down in the dugout, to be honest. Maybe he's taking the night off. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. That ball's hammered towards left field. Going back, way back, way back. That ball is going to be a foul ball. Foul ball off the wall in the corner. Out in front just a tad by Dorian Lewis. Winding down the season, not a lot left. After tonight, 4 more home games for the Oil Barons. Suter checks the runner, comes in with the pitcher. The ground ball back to the mound. Throw to second. Wow. Trying to get the lead runner, which is the right move for Eli Suter. Except the throw was not a good one. That is an error. Get Torres.
The left fielder, number 15, Velez.
The second. Dorian Lewis, a fielder's choice. First and second, nobody out. On a costly error. That's the second error. On Bryan tonight. Here we are in the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes. We have some personnel down in the Bryan bullpen, nobody throwing inside for a ball, 2-0. As a DH last night, Velez 1 for 4. Playing left field tonight. 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball lined into left field for a base hit. Rounding third, coming towards home. Here's the throw, the play at the plate. He tried to jump over, reasonably out. Torres thrown out at the plate. For the first out of the inning, Velez gets a base hit. Lewis goes to third.
Third baseman, number 4, Chris Alfonseca.
Hector coming in from second trying to score, tried to leap over the Bryan catcher, Thornhill, who laid down the tag. Chris Alfonseca walked and scored in the first inning. Right, and Saller's out in the left field. Salyers with a good throw to cut the run off at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a ball hit out the left field. Salyers will catch it for the second out of the inning. Here comes the play at the plate, not in time. As Dorian Lewis slides in safely. It's 4-2 on the sac fly to left for the second out of the inning.
Right fielder,
Alfonseca
number 7, Brendan Nolan.
tonight officially is 0 for no official at bat. He has a walk and scored a run and a sac fly and an RBI. So he's factored into both runs. That's 4-2 for Brendan Nolan. Off speed, catches the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. BG Santana waits on deck. Velez at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch back to the backstop. Wild pitch gets him to second. They throw down to second and get him. The ball bounced back to Thornhill, the catcher, off that backstop, and they were able to throw him out for the third out of the inning.
1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left on base.
1 run, a hit in there, and nobody left to score through 2.
Fans, be sure to make your way.
It is Bryan 4, Beaumont 2.
Boros.
5, 6, and 7 in the batting order for the Yard Dogs. We move to the third. Bryan leading Beaumont 4-2. Colby in to Hunter Barrows, who flew to left his first time up. Looks at a fastball down the pipe. No balls, one strike. The 0-1 pitch. Nice looking pitch called strike 2. Barrows, Cole, Borges. Shimon reached Sawyers. Colby Henderson out of the plate. We got off to a rough start. First 4 hitters of the game for Bryan got on base. All 4 ended up scoring. He has settled down somewhat since then, getting into his groove. First start here at Vincent Beck Stadium. Second appearance for Beaumont. He threw a little over a week ago in Meridian. Pitcher out of Jacksonville, Florida. There's the 0-2. Just missed 4 ball, 1 and 2. One, 2 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards second. Dorian fields it, throws on to first base in time for the put out. Dorian Lewis over the third motion.
Right fielder number 2, Brody Cole.
Brody Cole walked into third inning, left-handed hitter. Wears number 2 in the back of that Yard Dog uniform. First pitch swinging, hits it high and pretty well hit towards right field. That ball is going to run up the wall. Cole rounding second, on his way to third, and he'll get in there with a triple. Third triple of the game for the Yard Dogs, their 5th in the last 2 nights. Isaac Borges drove in a run on a ground out in the first inning.
Number 20, Isaac Borges.
Borges with the RBI, driving in the inning's 4th run in that 4-run first. Runner at third with 1 out. Pitch to Borges. A little bit low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That misses ball 2, 2-0. Ball 3, 3-0. Here comes that 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, ball rolls away, not far enough to advance the runner. Cole stays at third base. Rylan Sawyers.
Left fielder number 1, Rylan Sawyers.
Sawyers, a strikeout victim back in the first inning. In left field. The pitch to Sawyers. He shows bunt. Bunts it foul with the runner going. That was a safety squeeze. Borges back to first. Kid asked for a different baseball. Ump just puts it right back into the bag. There's a throw to first base. They got him. They picked him off. They standing at first. It looked like he made the out. Oh, he did. One to three for the second out of the inning. Morgan is picked off first base. No balls, one strike on Salyers. Here's the 0-1. Low and a 1 strike. Hector Torres, catcher for the Old Barons, keeping that ball in front of him, keeping Cole at third base. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. That's a good pitch coming from the out, crossing across to the inner portion of the plate. Bryan swings and misses. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Salyers. Colby Henderson. Colby comes in 1-2 pitch outside for a ball, 2-2. Two. Swing and a miss, strike three to end the inning. No runs on a hit. No errors, one left.
Left on base.
At the bottom half of the third inning at Vincent Beck Stadium.
And it's time
It
to
is
get
Bryan
out
4,
for the Kidman
Beaumont 2.
T-shirt campaign.
Brendan Nolan was at the plate when the base runner thrown out to end the second, so he steps in here in the bottom of the third inning. He walked his first time up. There's a swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. One Santana and Larson here in the home half of the third inning. 4-2 Bryan. There's one inside for a ball, 1-2. Outside for all 2-2. Orson 2-2, so only 3-2, so that's a walk. Second straight inning, second straight at bat that Nolan's walk.
Field number 13, B.G. Santana.
Santana reached on a fielder's choice. Going out trying to steal. Eli Suter on the mound. One on, nobody out, bottom of the third inning, tying run at the plate. Or should we be correct and say the potential tying run is at the plate? Ball line, fair ball down the left field side. Rounding second inning past third. Nolan, he'll pull up at third and going into second with a double. B.G. Santana. So 2 on scoring position for Ben Larson. Ben had a tough luck at bat his last time up. His slow roller about 2 feet in front of home plate. Thrown out 2-3 for the then second out of the inning. Had a runner at third base at the time, and that's just a tough luck at bat for Ben. Looks at the first pitch outside for a ball. He's out of Lee's Summit, Missouri, in the Kansas City area. 1-0 pitch, change-up, swings and misses for a strike. Lee, growing up in the Midwest, familiar with the location of Lee Summit. Change up, taps it foul over near the Bryan dugout. Head coach John Byington helped to get the baseball. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Eddie Molina, the shortstop, walked in the third inning.
Shortstop, number 20, Eddie Molina.
First pitch swinging. Fly ball right field. Ball's going to be caught. Nolan tagging up, coming home. He's going to get in there for the third run of the game for the Barons. The third base goes Santana. Second out of the inning on the sac fly. RBI by Eddie Molina. We are at 4-3.
Number 22, Gabriel Bozo.
Here's Gabriel Bozo. He was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Base hit here tied this game up in the third. First pitch is a curveball at the knees on the corner for a called strike. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Scooped up. Fire across. Ball thrown away. Game's tied. First baseman Jake Wiley could not come up with the mature throw. And the error ties the game at 4.
Catcher number 23, Hector Torres.
Tanner Chork had plenty of time to set and throw a little bit low. And Wiley at first base could not dig it out. 4 runs in the top of the first inning by Bryan. Beaumont with 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 here in the third. There's a change up. Hits him. Hector Torres just got hit by a pitch. John Byington, head coach for Bryan, is going to come out and talk with home plate umpire about, did he turn into it? Did he try to get out of the way of it? A conversation he's not going to win. Dorian Lewis reached on a fielder's choice and scored.
Second baseman number 24, Dorian Lewis.
Lewis, second baseman, denied for Beaumont. A little bit of change on the infield for Beaumont with Chris Fonseca moving from short to third. Eddie Molina, who's been playing a little bit of second bases at short. And Dorian Lewis, who's been playing second bases out there tonight. First pitch swing, that's going to be in the alley. Beaumont should take the lead. Here comes a throw, and it's going to be way off target. Beaumont takes a 5-4 lead on the RBI. Ball gets away, and Lewis will go all the way to third base.
Left fielder number 15, Bryan Velez.
Go down to second, and he's safe. Well, I tell you, they're not happy with that because it looked like, the foot came off the bag. Runners at second and third. With Ray Velez at the plate, there's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch bounces about a foot and a half outside. Good job there by Drew Thornhill. Thornhill, the catcher for Bryan, just saved his team a run. Did a really good job getting out to block that pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball rolls away. Throw will go to first in time for the putout. Three runs on two errors and 2 left. We have a new score. 3 innings of baseball behind us. The Oil Bears lead it 5-4 over Bryan. Nine, 1, and 2 in the batting order coming up here for Bryan. As we move to the top of the fourth inning. Yeah, we're moving slow. There's a high chopper towards third. That's going to be foul. One ball, one strike. Thornhill grounded out to third his only time up. Fouls it back to the screen. It's 1-2. Shaky start for Oil Baron pitcher Colby Henderson with the first 40 face scoring in the top of the first inning. He has shut down Bryan since. Oil Barons have taken a 5-4 lead. Pitch outside for a ball. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Just missed the inside corner. Colby thought he caught the inside corner. You can tell by his little glove reaction, his hand reaction there. Didn't miss by much. Here comes the 3-2. Inside ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the top of the fourth inning to the top of the batting order, Gavin Shaddix. Shaddix off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Second baseman number 11, Gavin
Double
Shaddix.
stolen bases, run scored. Shaddix tripled and scored in the first inning. Singled in the second. Pitch catches the outside corner for a called strike. No one strike, the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Big batter here for Henderson. But he come in with the 0-2 pitch. Hit him. Boy, you hate that. If you're an Oil Baron fan, you're out in front, 0-2, and the pitch just got away from Colby Henderson, tailed inside and hit Shaddix.
Center fielder number 12, Keegan Riley.
Here's Keegan Riley. RBI single, scored in the first inning, flew to center in the second. See if he wants a sack here. We're going to try to move those runners over. Not showing, backhanded by Hector Torres to catch the ball, no strikes. Two on, nobody out, top of the fourth. Beaumont leading 5-4. Ball 2-0. Upstairs, ball 3. Three-0 pitch. Walked him on 4 straight. So the bases are loaded. Here in the top of the fourth inning, nobody out. And Bryan's yet to swing the bat. Well, put the ball in play. Jake Wiley's been on base twice. RBI tripled and scored into first, walked into second. That's a little stretching going on in the Beaumont bullpen. Nobody throwing. Hector Torres steps in front of home plate, flashes out the defensive assignment with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the fourth inning. There's a heavy swing, foul tipped. No balls, one strike. Head coach John Byington coming out. Actually brought a baseball out. Hands it to Beaumont, the home plate umpire. With a conference going on the mound between Hector Torres and Kobe Henderson. Base umpire out there, not part of that conversation as well. 0-1 on Jake Wiley. Thornhill started the inning off. He walked. Shattuck hit by a pitch, and Riley walked. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the fourth inning with the Oil Barons leading Bryan 5-4. Kobe Henderson's pitch on the way. That's it out towards left field. And it's going to be caught. Coming home, the throw will be up the line on a sac fly. Ties the game up at 5.
Shortstop number 9, Tanner Patrick.
One out in the inning. Second RBI for Jake Wiley. And Bryan has tied the game up here in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch to Tanner Patrick. Misses for a ball. RBI double and scored in the first. Made the third out of the second inning on a great play by Beaumont's defense at second base. By Dorian Lewis. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners just stole second and third. Two-0 pitch. Lifted in the air. DJ Santana coming over. Good catch. Tagging, coming in, and scoring is Shaddix on the sac fly to center field. Bryan's retaking the lead, 6-5. Hunter Barros grounded to second and flew to left.
Third base number 3,
In reverse order.
Toros.
You have action in the, actually both games. There's a throw to second base, rolls into center field. Chased down in shallow center field by shortstop Eddie Molina, not far enough for the runner to advance. Kobe Henderson. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1-0 pitch on the way. That ball is hit into left field for base hit, rounding third, coming towards home. Here's the throw, cut off in the middle of the infield. It's going to be bouncing off the chest of Kobe Henderson. That will get Barros to second base. RBI single makes it 7 5. Throw coming in. An error on the throw gets the runner to second base.
Right fielder number 2, Brody Cole.
Brody Cole walked in the first inning, tripled with 1 out to third, was stranded at third base. First pitch misses outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes, 1 on, 2 out. 7-5. Bryan. There's a heavy swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 to Cole. Outside for a ball. 2-1. Into right field for a base hit. Rounding third, coming home. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Dorian Lewis trying to knock that ball down, and diving attempt comes up short. And 4 runs in the inning has made it an 8-5 game. Isaac Borges, runner going. He'll go back because Borges fouled the ball at home plate. Grounded out in the first inning, drove in a run. Then he walked. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Go to first base. Cole back in safely. No balls, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 outs. It stays outside for a ball. A lefty warming up for the Oil Barons. Time was called because the ball got out of the bullpen. Ball got out of the bullpen, and as the pitch was being delivered, time was called. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a throw to first. Cole back in easily. Curveball sails outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the 1-2. Ground ball to third. Backhanded. Chris fires across in time for the putout. Nice dig by Ben on the receiving end. 4 runs in the inning on 2 hits.
In the inning for Bryan, 4 runs on 2 hits. There was an error.
And 1 left. Head to the home half. of the fourth inning.
Fans,
And now
your parents
Bryan
will
8,
give you
Beaumont
$2
5.
tonight. Third baseman, number
A
4,
4-run top of the
Fonseca.
fourth inning has given Bryan an 8-5 lead. Top of the batting order for the Oil Barons. Fonseca walked and scored in the first, RBI sac fly in the second. 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back out here, wrapping up the 3-game series, 7:05 tomorrow night. No games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's a bunt, good bunt right in front of the plate. Go to first base just in time. Nice job by Eli Suter to get off the mound, get to that ball, and get the out.
Right fielder.
1 up, 1 down here in the fourth.
Brendan Nolan.
Brendan Nolan, he's walked twice and he has scored. Switch hitter. Batting from the right side with the left-handed pitcher. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch, hit him. Brendan's been on base all 3 times. Couple of walks and hit by a pitch.
Center fielder number 13, B.G. Santana.
B.G. Santana has been on base twice. Reached the fielder's choice in the first inning. Doubled and scored in the 3-run third. Oil Barons with a run in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. Bryan with 4 in the first and 4 fourth. There's a line drive just past Suter's glove into center field. Eli Suter about nabbed that coming back up the middle. You can even hear him might kick his glove a little bit.
First baseman number 30, Ben Larson.
D.G. Santana with 2 hits tonight. Ben Larson 0 for 2 with a chance to advance to runners here with 1 out. First and second. 1 ball, no strikes on Ben. Hit a slow roller in front of the plate. His first time up was thrown out. Went down swinging into third. Suter comes in. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Trying to hold back. He does. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Bottom of the 4th inning. It is 8-5, Bryan. Eli Suter's pitch misses outside for a ball. Count runs full. Ball 4 draws a walk. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Shortstop number 20, Eddie Molina.
Eddie Molina, Oil Baron shortstop, walked into first and an RBI sac fly into third. He does not have an official plate appearance in this game. Looks at a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 underway, misses inside for a ball. Suter with runners occupying each base with 1 out. There's a base hit into right field. 1 run will score. All the other runners will hold up.
Designated hitter number 22, Gabriel Rebozo.
8-6. I got someone else. I apologize. We do have a new pitcher, by the way. He's just as tall as Eli Suter. Gotta pick up what number he is. Again, all these rosters aren't accurate at times. One ball, one strike. There's the 1-1. Down low and inside for a ball, 2-1. Devin Cummings is the new pitcher. Yep. Three balls, one strike. Bases loaded, one out here in the fourth. Strike two called. Tossed the bat. Thought that ball four. We get a 3-2, bases loaded, one out pitch to Gabriel Bozo. He has scored a run after reaching on an error. Also struck out 0 for 2. Ball four. Draws the walk. It's 8-7.
Catcher number 23, Hector Torres.
Here's Hector Torres. Walking hit by pitch. One ball, no strikes. Dorian Lewis waits on deck. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike. A little spray there to pine tar sticky. Get a better grip on the bat. Pitch to Torres is a ground ball to third. Go to second for one. Back across to first. In time for the inning in double play. 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. Couple of runs in the inning for the Oil Barons. It's an 8-7 game after 4.
Runs, 2 hits.
Justin Nolan comes in to pitch for the Oil Barons. Move to the 5th inning. It is an 8-7 game. Bryan leading Beaumont. 8-9-1 to batting order coming up.
Leading off the top half of the 5th inning, left fielder number 1, Bryan Salyer.
Left fielder Ryland Salyers will lead it off here. One 0 pitch, misses ball 2, 2-0. Salyers against Kobe Henderson, 0 for 2, a couple strikeouts. Takes a heavy swing and miss. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Comes a 2-1. Another swing and a miss, 2-2. Two, outside for a ball, 3-2. Ball 4, Watson.
Catcher number 24, Drew Thornhill.
Yard Dogs catcher, the 9th man in the batting order. Drew Thorne grounded to third, walked and scored. 0 for 1. First pitch, up for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Justin Nolan in relief of Kobe Henderson. Henderson worked 4 innings, gave up 8 runs. Not a bad looking pitch. Misses 0, ball 2, 2-0. Whoop, there goes the bat. Swing and a miss. Ball 3/4 up the netting over close to the third base dugout. Gonna take the batting gloves off. He takes off the batting gloves. We'll bat bare-fisted here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nolan ready to come in, 2-1. There goes the bat again. It wasn't the batting gloves. 2-2. The back-to-back pitches, he loses the bat. Leadoff walk here in the top of the 5th inning. Thornhill outside for a ball, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 on. Nobody out. Runner goes on 3-2. Pitch is fouled back to the screen. He's at 3-2. Got him picked. There's a throw to first. Now down to second. Going to end up being a stolen base. Nolan got him going. Got it over to Ben Larson. Return throw late to second. Three-two pitch. Misses ball four. Back-to-back walks to start the fifth inning. Going to get a visit to the mound. This is conversation only. Nobody throwing in the bullpen. Eight runs, 8 hit, 4 errors for Bryan. 7-5-1 for Beaumont. Here in the top half of the fifth inning. Two on, nobody out. Shattuck steps in. Shattuck has been on base all 3 times. Tripled and scored, singled, hit by a pitch and scored. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up right side. Larson in foul territory coming over. That ball was going to make its way into the stands. Off back up and over the press box. And Gavin Shattuck. Here's the 1-2. Line to front off the glove of Ben Larson. And that's going to be an infield single. That one was line to first. Bases are loaded, no out. After the game there.
Number 12, Keegan Rice.
That'll be an error. Well, he about got his, he lost it back. His teammate, Riley did. He got that to Sawyers. That's the third time the two different hitters in this inning, they've lost a bat on a swing. No balls, one strike. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the fifth inning, 8-7. Upstairs for a ball, one strike. Hard line drive off the glove of Ben Larson at first. Could have been a double play. One pitch, lifted in the air. That's going to be out of play. One and two. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth inning. 1-2 pitch, line foul again into the stands. The gate to the bullpen's even open. I think these will be closed down the right side. The player running into that pitch outside for a ball, 2-2. Ball up the middle should be two. Step on one. Fire across in time for the double play. Run will score. No RBI on this one. Two down in the inning.
First baseman number 6, Jake Wiley.
It is 9-7. Here's first baseman Jake Wiley. Tripled and scored in the first inning. RBI triple and scored. Walk, an RBI sac fly. Officially 1-for-1 with 2 RBI and a run scored. Takes a pitch outside for a ball. One ball, one strike. Strike two, 1-2. Justin Nolan. 1-2 pitch on the way. Lifted in the air. Shortstop picking up. Big catch. The final out of the inning. Eddie Molina. Playing short tonight for Beaumont. Picking up a run in the inning. At the bottom half of the fifth inning, it is a 9-7 lead for Bryan over Beaumont. 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order here in the fifth for Beaumont, trailing 9-7. Dorian Lewis reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second inning, had a base hit in the third. Takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike. Luis Velez and back to the top of the batting order, Alfonseca. Ball, one strike. There's a ball, one hopper back to the mound off the pitcher's glove. He'll fire on the first in time for the putout. One is down the out.
Let's go to number 15.
Evan Cummings in release of Eli Suter. Ray Velez singled and struck out. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a ground ball. Backhanded at short. Plant. Throw across. Ball's going to skip away. The short. Tried to make the play, just a little bit short on the throw.
Third baseman, number 4, Chris Alfonseca.
Alfonseca, Chris walked and scored in the first, RBI sac fly, and a ground out back to the mound. One on, one out here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. There's a throw to first and got him picked off. And a throw and tag him out going into second. Nice by Cummings to get him. 2 outs in the inning. Jake Wiley did a really good job there at first base for Bryan. Cummings threw behind the runner, got him. Jake chased Velez about as far as he could before he made the throw for the tag out. The less throws in the rundown, the better. There's a called strike. So a lot of times you just want to run it to the runner. No balls, one strike. Here comes the 0-1. Misses for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2, 2-1. Scooped up at first, and not in time. Ball went off Jake Wiley. There. That'll be an error on the first baseman.
Brendan Nolan.
Brendan Nolan walked. He's been on base all 3 times. Couple of walks, hit by a pitch. He scored 2 runs. Bottom of the 5th inning. 9-7, Bryan with the lead. Got another runner picked off. Tag him out for the final out of the inning.
In the inning, no runs, one hit, there was one error, and nobody left on base.
We've played 5 innings. Bryan leads at 9-7. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail. You can see it there, and both teams are kind of exchanging greetings at home plate in between innings. I'm not really sure what started it. There's the ball lifted out to right field. Nolan comes in, makes the catch for out number 1 on Pachoik. Something was said somewhere. The two teams, both benches emptied around home plate. Finally, it didn't get physical, just maybe a little couple shoves here or there. And Hunter Barros, 1 for 3, flew to left, grounded out, RBI single and scored. 9-7 here in the 6th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On the way, 1-2. Top half of the sixth inning, nobody out. Excuse me, nobody on, one out. Bases hit, one out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Board is off now. It's right. It's 3-2. Ball lifted in the air. Bryan Lewis, second baseman, goes out, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the sixth inning.
What are you crying about now?
Right fielder number 2, Brody Cole.
Third base coach Jason Cadell talking with the umpires. Not sure what that discussed about. Again, something, words exchanged between the two teams. Couldn't tell really who Bryan was upset, but Dorian Lewis, the oil burn second baseman, was not too happy. Brody Cole, swing and a miss. Cole walked, tripled, RBI single. That's called strike 2. Two and two. Two pitch, popped up and out of play. Set for 2 bases empty, 2-out pitch. There's a ball fouled first base side. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. Top of the sixth inning, Bryan Gold order moved to the bottom of the sixth from Vincent Beck. And it's Bryan 9, Beaumont 7. Brendan Nolan leads it off for Beaumont here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nolan, Santana, and Larson. Brendan's been on base all 3 times. He has scored a couple runs. Walked in the 1st inning, walked and scored in the 3rd, hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th. It's 9-7 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gets hit by the pitch. BG Santana.
Center fielder number 13, BG Santana.
Santana reached out a fielder's choice, doubled and scored, singled and scored. One ball, no strikes. That's called a strike. Change up, swing and a miss. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Cummings ready to come into the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to 3rd. That's a fair ball. Fielder behind the bag. Long throw across. Not in time. The ball's going to get away. And that may, nope, you have runners at 2nd and 3rd. Another error.
First baseman number 30, Ben Larson.
Runners at 2nd and 3rd for Beaumont, tying runs on. Larson steps in here. Big hit from Big Ben. First pitch misses outside for a ball. Then grounded out. Well, actually hit a slow roller in front of the home plate and was thrown out. Struck out and walked. Two balls and no strikes. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. That was a 2-0 upstairs for a ball, 3-0. Another one loads them up for Eddie Molina. Swinging 3-0, ground ball. Throw over to first in time for the putout. A runner score. 6-3 on the putout. An RBI.
Number 20.
First out in the inning. We're at 9-8. A runner at third base with 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0. Infield comes in for Bryan. There's a hit by pitch. Runners at the corners. We do have action in the Bryan bullpen.
Designated hitter number 22, Gabriel Rebozo.
Gabriel Rebozo struck out, reached on an error and scored. Walked with the bases loaded. Throw to first. With Eddie diving back in safely. Rebozo takes the pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Cummings inside for a ball. 1 ball, no 1 strike. 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1. Cummings, the lefty, comes in with a 2-1. Here's the ball hit high to left field. Ball caught out in left field. Here comes the throw home. Not in time. It'll be a sac fly. Salyers makes the catch. E.D. Santana
Catcher number 23, Hector Torres.
will score to tie the game up on the Rebozo sac fly. 2 down in the inning. Hector Torres walk, hit by pitch, and grounded into a double play. 9-9 here in the 6th. Ball's hit in the right field for a base hit. There's a throw coming towards third, going to be cut off in the middle of the infield. Brody Cole gets the ball back to the infield. Dorian Lewis is coming to the plate. Yeah, or will. Yeah, there he is. Needed to get his bat.
Second baseman
But now
number
he wants a different
24,
bat.
Dorian Lewis.
Dorian reached on the fielder's choice and scored. RBI single. and grounded back to the mound. 9-9 here in the sixth inning. Two runs in the inning. First pitch swinging. Comes up empty. No balls, one strike. 2 outs in the inning. Runners at the corners for the Oil Barons. Swing and a miss. Ball's going to roll away. Here comes the runner from third. Slides in. He is safe. Eddie Molina scores the go-ahead run. It is 10-9. Torres stayed at first base. One ball, 2 strikes. Dorian Lewis. Change-up swings and misses. Strike 3 to end the inning. 3 runs in the inning. Puts the Oil Barons on top.
1 runner left on base.
10-9 after 6.
Gabriel Provozo, the eighth, is now playing third base.
All right, changes for the Oil Barons. Ray Velez, who was
Leading off,
in left field, is now
number 20,
pitching.
Isaac Borges.
Velez is the new pitcher. We move to the seventh inning. The designated hitter. All right, we have Alfonseca moving from third to left field. And Rebozo, I believe, that's shortstop. Well, we'll try to figure this out. Anyway, it's going to be 7, 8, 9 in the batting order for Bryan, Borges, Salyers, and Thornhill. Ball popped up on the infield. Valdez, the pitcher, will catch it for out number 1. Ryland Salyers, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Bryan struck out in the first inning, struck out in the fourth, drew a walk and scored in the fifth. 10-9 Beaumont here in the seventh. Velez misses outside ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. There's a swing and a miss for a strike, 1-1. Fouled over near the Oil Barons dugout. Wrapping up the 3-game series at 7:05 tomorrow night here at Vincent Beck Stadium. One-two pitch, swings, misses, ball bounces up there, ball thrown out the runner. Hector Torres and Ben Larson for the second out of the inning.
Catcher number 24, Drew Thornhill.
Drew Thornhill is the catcher. Grounded to third, walked and scored into fourth, walked into fifth. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored in this game. One ball, no strikes on Thornhill. Top of the batting order, Shaddix waits on deck. Ball 2, 2-0. You know. Three balls, no strikes. Oh, high and tight, ball 4. So a 2-out walk flips the batting order. Gavin Shaddix.
Second baseman number 11, Gavin Shaddix.
Shaddix tripled and scored, singled, walked and scored, and reached on an error. 1 for 3. Pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0. 2-1. Popped up. Foul territory and can't make any catch. Hector Torres unable to make the catch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Beaumont leading 10-9 over Bryan here in the top of the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch, lifted in the air towards center. BG Santana comes over, makes the catch for the final out. With 7th inning stretch time here at Vincent Beck Stadium with Beaumont leading 10-7.
Take me out the ballgame, presented by Body Colonic Studio, helping Southeast Texas stay strong all season long. Now pitching for Bryan, number 6, Christian Perez.
All right, we're stretched out. We're deep in the heart of Texas out, and we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. You see Christian Perez is the new pitcher on the ball game for.
Leading off the road, bears the pitcher, number 15, Ray Velez.
Christian Perez is the new pitcher. The pitcher, Ray Velez, leads it off for Beaumont. He is 2 for 3, couple base hits. One ball, no strikes. Ball 2, 2-0. Three and 0. Perez, the third pitcher to work for Bryan tonight. Eli Suter got the start. Devin Cummings came in. Now Perez. It was a called strike. Or foul. Ten runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Beaumont. 10 runs, 8 hits, 6 errors on Bryan tonight. There's a ground ball short. Scooped up, fired across in time for the putout. One up, one down. Top of the batting order.
Number 4, Chris Fonseca.
Left fielder Chris Alvaseca, or shortstop, I believe he's at. So he moved to left field, that's right. Apologize. He scored a run tonight, driven in a run. Walked and scored in the first, sacked RBI fly in the second. Grounded back to the mound, reached on an error. 2 balls, no strikes on him. Two 0 pitch, pops him up right side of the infield. And first baseman Jake Wiley makes the kill the second out.
Right fielder, number 7, Brendan Nolan.
Brendan Nolan, the right fielder, switch hitter will bat in the left-hander's batting box. He's been on base all 4 times tonight. He has scored 3 runs, and he has yet to have an official at bat. Walked in the first inning, walked and scored in the third, hit by a pitch and scored in the fourth, hit by a pitch and scored in the sixth. Two and 0. Three and 0. Perez 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, walked him. How about Brendan Nolan tonight? Here's his box score. Walk and scored, hit by pitch and scored, hit by pitch and scored, and a walk. He's been on base 5 times tonight and has not put bat on the ball. There's BG Santana. He scored 3 runs tonight. A 2-out walk in the bottom of the 7th inning. 10-9 Beaumont. Both teams with 8 hits. Big category, 6 errors on Bryan, 2 on Beaumont. Called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. The throw first. There goes your runner. He is stolen base as the ball pops out of the glove of Thornhill, the catcher. A runner in scoring position. That's an important insurance run out there for Beaumont. Well, misses 3 and 1. Santana will be walked. He's been on 4 times.
First baseman number 30, Ben Larson.
Ben Larson. Grounded out. And drove in a run his last time up. On base a couple times. Nope, just one time with that walk in the 4th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a base hit in the right field. Nolan rounding third, coming towards the plate. He is safe.
Shortstop number 20, Eddie Molina.
That makes it 11-9. Eddie Molina, the shortstop, called strike. Brandon Nolan has been on 5 times. He has scored 4 runs. He's walked 3 times and been hit by 2 pitches. Here's a ground ball towards short. Scooped up, fired across in time for the final out of the inning. And a single by Ben Larson.
1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base.
Extends Beaumont's lead to 11, 9 through 7. Head to the top of the 8th inning here at Vincent Beck Stadium in Beaumont. Killian McLaughlin now comes into pitch Beaumont.
And we'll be having our
Often finishing up his warm-up tosses. He'll be facing 2, 3, and 4 in the Bryan batting order.
Leading off for Bryan, the center fielder, number 12, Tegan Riley.
Tegan Riley leads it off here. Takes a pitch inside for a ball. Riley RBI single and scored in the first, flew out in the second, walked and scored in the fourth, hit into a double play in the fifth. Often comes in with the 2-0 pitch, inside ball 3. Three balls, no strikes, 3-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Excuse me, called strike 1. Those 3 balls, 1 strike. Riley, Wiley, Patoric. That's ball 4. Third time tonight, Tegan's been
First
on
base,
base.
number 6, Jake Wiley.
First baseman Jake Wiley. First inning, he had an RBI triple and scored. Walked in the second. Sack fly in the fourth, popped out in the fifth. 11-9 Beaumont here in the top of the 8th inning. 1 on, nobody out. Good looking pitch. Fastball to the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Often asking Perez to go through the signals again. 0-1 pitch. Fouled into the parking lot left side. Oh, 2 on Wiley. Inside for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2, 2-2. So after an 0-2 start to the hitter Wiley, it now runs full 3-2. Thanks for joining us tonight on Oil Barons Baseball here at Vincent Beck Stadium. Three balls, 2 strikes. Runner going on 3-2, ball fell out of play. Stays at 3-2. Ball 4-1. That's a really good at bat by Jake Wiley. Wiley with a really good at bat there for Bryan. Down to the count 0-2, fouled off a few pitches. Battles back and gets the walk. Tying runs on base here at the top of the 8th inning with nobody out. Meeting on the mound for the Oil Barons. Xander Pachorik. Oh, bounced in there. Good job by Hector Torres. Another pitch outside for a ball. 2-0. It's a wild pitch. Advances the runner, counts goes 3-0. It was Jake Wiley batting, not off the batter. The board anyway. Ball strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Runners at second and third, nobody out. That was a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big at bat there, big job. Good job by Killian to get that big first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 3, Hunter Barros.
That was a Pachorik. Here's Hunter Barros. Steps in now with runners at second and third and 1 out. First pitch down for a ball. What a job there by Killian Laughlin for the Oil Barons. Down on the count 3-0. Battles back to get the strikeout against Pachorik. Upstairs for a ball. Well, 3-0. You don't like giving up base runners, but not a lot of damage done here with the walk with first base open. And set up a force out. The potential double play. Fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike 3-1. The 11-9 Beaumont here in the top of the 8th inning. Fouled out play goes 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. Three-two. That's lined into left center field, and that will tie this ball game up. Here comes a throw. Not in time. We're tied at 11. Hunter. Hunter, the 2 RBI single, ties us up at 11. Here in the
Right
top
field,
of the
number
inning.
8, Brody Cole.
Brody Cole walked, triple, RBI single, and a strikeout. Tied up at 11. Hits are even at 9. 6 errors on Bryan tonight, 2 on Beaumont. Almost 1 strike on Cole. Gotham throwing for Beaumont, the 4th pitch of the work. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good looking pitch, catches the outside corner for a called strike. 1-2. Runner at first base, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch down low for a ball, 2-2. No, catches the knees for a called strike. Not number 2. 2 down for Isaac Borges. Grounded out, drove in a run in the first inning. Another ground out, pop out. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a RBI. In the top half of the 8th inning, tied at 11, 1 on, 2 outs. Nice backhand there by Hector Torres, keeping the runner at first. Ball 2, 2-0. Got a strike, 2-1. Two and two on the foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 runs in the inning to tie it up on the top of the 8th inning. McLaughlin ready to come in with a 2-2. Outside ball 3, 3-2. It'll be taken off on this 3-2 2-out pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. Dylan McLaughlin ends up striking out the side, but not before. He gives up 2 runs on a hit. Big 2 RBI single by Hunter Barros. Move to the bottom half of the 8th inning at Vincent Bank Stadium. It's the Oil Barons 11, Bryan 11. Gabriel Rebozo leads it off for Beaumont here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Swings and chops it. Foul. No balls, 1 strike. Gabriel struck out in the 1st inning, reached on an error and scored in the 3rd. RBI base a little walk in the 4th. RBI sac fly in the 6th inning. Perez still out there for Bryan here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nice curveball. Swing and a miss strike too. That was a really good pitch here. Hold the string on that pitch. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2. That's going to be fouled down into the Bryan bullpen area. Bounce. Kind of the what is the picnic area during Lamar games? Looks like that might even went through the fence and made it to the parking lot. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch hitting the air toward right field. That ball is a chance to get over the head of the right fielder Cole, and it does. Up against the wall for a leadoff double. Brody Cole, the right fielder, did all he could. Hustled back there, but beyond his outstretched glove in right field, up against the wall for a leadoff double. The potential go-ahead run here, bottom of the 8th inning, on for Beaumont with nobody out. Here's catcher Hector Torres. 1 for 2. Has also been hit by a pitch and walked. Get that runner over to third base with less than 2 outs. Fouls it back. No balls, 1 strike. what you'd love to see here, Hector Torres do, Oil Baron fans, is get the runner to third base with less than 2. There's a ball backhanded. That is going to be a fair ball off the glove of the third base. Boros. Hunter Boros for Bryan.
Second baseman, number 24, Dorian Lewis.
Double actually saved his team a run there. Playing close to the line, backhanded the ball, went off his glove. And if he doesn't get his glove on the ball, the Oil Barons take the lead. They have a really good chance to do here with Dorian Lewis. Gets on the way to Dorian. He fouls it over into the Bryan dugout area. It's 11-11 here at the bottom of the 8th inning. Oil Barons with a golden opportunity to grab the lead here. Runners at second and third with nobody out. There's the ball. It's fair inside the line. That'll score 1 on the single by Dorian Lewis. Barons take the lead 12-11. Stopping at third base, Torres. And we flip over the batting order to the top of the order. And we get a pinch hitter.
The pitcher, number 26, Killian McLaughlin.
McLaughlin, the pitcher, is actually going to have the bat here. Left-handed hitter. McLaughlin swinging. Base hit into left field. Just beyond the outstretched glove of Pachorik at shortstop. And McLaughlin himself up.
Chris
It's
Alfonseca.
13-11. Top of the batting order, Alfonseca. Curveball catches the outside corner for a called strike. Walked and scored a run in the first inning. RBI sac fly into second. Pops it up on the right side. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Wiley. Jake went hard into the grandstands at the first base side. He's going to get up. Ball got out of play. He came over and hit the grandstands hard. He's going to stay out there. Jake Wiley, tough hit there. Ball was fouled over near the grandstands just beyond the O'Hearn's dugout. Got into the stands. And Jake hit that grandstand pretty hard. He's going to stay on the field for the Yard Dogs. Oil Barons with 2 runs here in the 8th inning have taken a 13-11 lead. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. And that ball hits him in the helmet. And the bases will be loaded.
Right fielder, number 7, Brendan Nolan.
Good Brendan Nolan. He's been on base 5 times. I think it's 6 times. He just got hit by a pitch and now driving a run. Brendan Nolan for the Oil Bears has been on base 6 times tonight, hit by 3 pitches, and walked 3 times. There's BG Santana. He's had a couple of hits tonight. Also scored 3 runs, 14-11. Good coverage, rounds it up the first base side. It's going to be foul. That ball just about rolled back fair. Slow roller up the first base line. A 3-run 8th, then 14-11 Oil Barons. Still nobody out. Up for a ball, 1 strike. Outside ball 2-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. That force in another run on that high pitch. $15-11. Visit to the mound. Nobody in the bullpen. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Well, they're going to take him out of the game. Going to get a new, looks like center fielder. I believe that's going to be Jack Singleton going out to center. Not really sure who's going to come in and pitch. Maybe whoever was in center, which would be Keegan Riley. Is that Brendan Ford out there again? He pitched last night.
First baseman, number 30, Ben Munson.
Defensively, Jazz Singleton goes to center. Center fielder Tegan Riley is the new pitcher. Still nobody out. 4 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ben Larson singled his last time up and drove in a run. There's a wild pitch and a score a run. Runners advance. 16-11. One ball, one strike on Ben. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it back, 1-2. Tegan Riley's the 4th pitcher to work tonight for Bryan. 1-2 pitch. That ball hit down the right side and will be caught. No advantage with the runners. Brody Cole with the catch in right field. That's the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 20, Eddie Molina.
Eddie Molina. Couple RBIs tonight. Base hit by pitch, scored a run. Pitch upstairs for a ball. One-0 pitch. Ground ball into center field for a base hit. That'll score 1. RBI. Eddie Molina is now 17-11.
Third baseman, number 22, Gabriel Rebozo.
Rebozo started this thing off with a double, and he scored. Pitch misses for a ball. Seventeen, 14-2 for Beaumont, 11-9-6 for Bryan. 1 out, runners at the corners. There's the ball hit out into the left center field area. That'll score at least 1. Here comes 1 run. Here comes another run, and we'll throw him out at the plate. I think they're going to stand there and get tagged out. It's 18-11. Seven runs here in the bottom of the inning for Beaumont.
Catcher, number 23, Hector Torres.
There's Hector Torres, doubled and scored in this inning. Oh, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Line. The 11th hitter to hit here in the inning. is Hector Torres. Five hits in the inning. A couple hit batters and a walk. Up for a ball, 3-1. Ball 4.
Second baseman number 24, Dorian Lewis.
Dorian Lewis. RBI single scored early in this inning. So earlier in the game, he has 2 hits. 15 on the board for Beaumont. 1 ball, no strikes. Popped up right side. Foul territory. Ball caught for the final out of the inning. 7 of them. For Beaumont, we see the score going to the top of the 9th inning. Beaumont leads at 18-11. Left fielder Rylan Salyers. I'm sorry, Ryan. Salyers leads it off here in the top of the 9th inning. And an 18-11 lead for Beaumont. McLaughlin misses upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2-0 pitch upstairs, ball 3. Walked him on 4 straight. Sawyer's second walk of the game. Here's catcher Thornhill.
Catcher number 24, Drew Thornhill.
He's walked 3 times. 29 total runs, 24 total hits between the two teams here in the top of the 9th inning. Upstairs ball. Hector Torres, the catcher, is going to go out and talk to his pitcher, Killian McLaughlin. How about McLaughlin getting at the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning, singled and scored? Knocking on the door of a 4-hour game here tonight. About 3 hours and 55 minutes right now. 3:35. A 4-pitch walk to start the 9th. Now ball 1 to Drew Thornhill. Good looking pitch for a called strike. 2-1. One ball strike, 1-1 pitch upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Another bat loss, swing and miss. That bat hit the backstop and broke. The backstop shattered when it hit the. Yeah, it did. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Killian McLaughlin for the Oil Barons. Swing! Miss, strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Flip it over to the top of the order.
Second baseman number 11, Gavin Shaddix.
Gavin Shaddix got things started way back the first inning with a triple. Started the game with a triple and scored. He has a couple of hits tonight, a couple of runs scored. First pitch swinging, sends it into the outfield. B.G. Santana, center fielder for the Oil Barons, comes over and makes the catch. The Oil Barons 1 out away from evening up this 3-game series. Bryan won last night 7-0.
Pitcher number 12, Keegan Riley.
Keegan Riley, the pitcher. And he sends it in the air. Right side, coming over. And making the catch. No one for the final out of the game. Oil Barons win it. 18-11. A big 7-run bottom of the 8th inning for Beaumont. Yeah, no. Yard Dogs won last night 7-0. Beaumont bounces back with an 18-11 win tonight. Wrapping up the 3-game series at 7:05 tomorrow here at Vincent Beck Stadium. We'll talk to you tomorrow here on Oil Barons Baseball. I'm Harold Mann. Good night from Vincent Beck Stadium in Beaumont.